I started drumming when I was 16 or 17. 16 for the record. And I don't know, since then I've kind of had this drive to want to do something musical. You know, it didn't like come from my family at all. It was just like my own motivation. And so I didn't really have either the money for drum lessons all the time or anything like that to continue necessarily like with the drum. So I kind of like jammed for a little while, but then when I was a freshman here, I actually got my first mixer. Just a controller, not really like an audio mixer, but I got my first controller and I started getting into mixing a little bit, getting the rough idea down of DJing. I didn't have any friends or anything that did it necessarily like right off the bat, so I just kind of wanted to, you know, see what I could do, play around with it, and then since then it's just kind of grown exponentially. It's become like not necessarily DJing so much, but just electronic music has really become like my direction. I think kind of like my career goal. At first, it was just my room, my bedroom, wherever I had speakers, and it wasn't anything that I was comfortable doing in front of people at all. And I would say I was like crap for like the longest time. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to like talk myself up or anything at all. It's just I wasn't really at a point where I was comfortable playing in front of people until, you know, maybe like a year and a half or 2 years ago. And my buddy he would bring his computer in, just play music off his computer in one of the frats on campus, you know, every so often. And so one of those times, I asked if I could come along and play too. And so, you know, I brought my mixer and stuff, and just kind of started from there. And so that was at Theta. So I was at Theta 2 or 3 times, and then nothing. Like that was the beginning of last year, and then nothing at all for the second half of last year, except for like my girlfriend would have a couple small parties, you know what I mean? And so I'd kind of like fool around a little bit, and then this year has just been crazy. This year I've been playing all over campus, mostly apartments, and it's gotten insane. Like I got a whole bunch of new gear last year, and I've gotten to break that out, and so it's just been networking. I'm still trying to really promote myself and get myself out there in any way I can. It's just I'm trying to brand myself to a degree so that people like kind of know who to go to if they're trying to throw like a big house party. And in the first half of this year, it was very much me on the street handing out flyers. You know what I mean? And I didn't get anything off the flyer except for that one connection. And since then, people have been coming to me like that have come to the parties. You know, there's probably between 100 and 300 people there every time, and people will come to me during my performance, and they'll be like asking for information. You know, oh, like we want to do this like in a couple weeks. Like we'd love to have you come and do it. And from there, it's just networking and going on to the point of where now like I'm having people come to me, which is perfect. You know. So I mean that's very nice. It's very much a recent development though. I guess for my specific genre, like the style of music that I really want to play, I think it's very slim. Most of the drive, you know, and it doesn't matter where you are. I mean, even when UNH EDMC has events, people will come up and they're asking for, you know, rap songs and stuff. You know, people like that sort of like Friday like clubby feel. You know what I mean? It's just it doesn't matter what it is. If it's popular, then play it, and that's not really like what I want, you know, so they're getting like a lot of remixes and stuff like that. And I like to play like straight house. And the problem is that's really tough, like house and electro. And that's like really tough to find around here.